Hi guys, it's Marc Zicree, Mr. Sci-Fi, and I was just at the premiere screening here in Hollywood of Takei, the great George Takei documentary that chronicles George's amazing life and his marriage to Brad Altman, now Takei, his partner and manager. And I've been fortunate. Well, of course, I've known George ever since Star Trek, but I got to interview him when I did the Twilight Zone Companion. Then we got to work together when I directed him in World Enough in Time, the Star Trek New Voyages episode that was nominated for the Hugo and the Nebula. And it was terrific to be here. And George and Brad came and answered questions, and it was great to talk with them. But if you have a chance to see this documentary, if it's showing in your town, I highly recommend it. It's quite wonderful. George has been a visionary his whole life. He has managed to break all the boundaries, and he's been absolutely terrific. So that's the news from Hollywood. Definitely check this documentary out. And of course, George is a great treasure from his work on Star Trek to all the wonderful things he's done for human rights, for Japanese American rights, for gay rights, for everything. I mean, he's just one of the great people, and I think it's our obligation in our lives to not accept what society hands us, but to agitate for everything that we all deserve as people, as artists, as living beings on this planet. So I'm really glad I could be here. I'm really glad to have been part of George's journey, and he has been a huge part of mine, from inspiring me when I was a child to this evening, right now, right here. And so again, that's it. So very glad to know George. Very glad to know Brad. Brad is George's secret weapon. Together they make a terrific team. And so we'll talk again real soon. If you want to comment about George Takei, please do. Share this, subscribe, spread the word. George is really a remarkable man. He's always been my favorite actor and character on Star Trek. And when I had the chance to write for Sulu, which is something I never thought I'd get to do, it was just the most wonderful opportunity in the world. And I still remember when I typed up the storyline, 3 pages, went to George's house, sat down with him in his kitchen, and said, "You've always deserved the great Sulu episode that you never got, and this is it, and I need you to tell me here and now if you'll do this episode." And he read those 3 pages right in his kitchen, in his dining room, and said, "I'm in." And that began a journey that ended a year and a half later, when we screened it at the World Science Fiction Convention in Japan, to an audience of 3,000 people who gave us a standing ovation, all of them in tears. It was a phenomenal time, probably definitely one of the highlights of my life, and it was all thanks to George and his great generosity of spirit and his phenomenal humanity. So that's it for now. Marc Zicree, Mr. Sci-Fi. We'll talk again real soon. Bye-bye.